Hello, welcome back to Baking with Ginny and Joe, and I am Ginny. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Connor's Buttercream Silk that you've probably heard of and are wondering what it's all about, why is it so smooth, how is it done, and we're just going to get on with it. So instead of just chatting away right at the start, let's just plough into it and I'll explain as we're going along. So I've got my sieved flour here, so I will put the numbers up on the screen around me. But I've got 500 grams of icing sugar that has been sieved, that's quite important. I've also then got 250 grams of butter, same kind of ingredients as American butter, buttercream I should say. Because of the basis and the process of the way that Connor's works, you will find it is a little bit sweeter. So we are doing 50-50 with this, so I'm doing half salted and half unsalted. Your choice. Joe uses fully salted, you can use all unsalted. There's no right or wrong, it's just personal taste. Right, the beauty of this, mine has just come from the fridge. Look, you literally can't get that any more solid, okay? So I'm going to put this straight into my microwave. Now I've got a 900 watt microwave and I'm going to put this in for 30 seconds. That's in for 30 seconds. If it's been out on the side at room temperature, begin with 15 seconds. Again, I'm going to write this up on the screen, but we will be going into that. What you need to do is just make sure that this butter doesn't split, okay? The minute it splits, it changes its whole structure and composition, and that's where you'll get a slight fail. So you will need a thermometer until you know what it looks like. I'm going to explain to you what it looks like. First time, I would get a thermometer, clean up in aisle 4. Right, okay, so this is coming out here, and you can see it has slightly melted. Now we could have gone in and we could have put it in for a minute, it would have split. Remember, in a microwave, it starts cooking from the middle out and it keeps cooking for a little bit. Whenever you read your packets and it says stand for a minute, it's because it keeps going. So let's give it a stir, and you can see this is all still creamy, okay? There is none of that fluorescent colour to it, which is what shows it's split. Right, and the minute, this is 19 degrees, okay? So we're nowhere near. We're going to put this in again. So again, mine's going in now 10-second bursts the whole time. And we want it to be lower than 30 degrees, okay? We don't want it to go above 30 degrees Celsius. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. If I find out, I'll chuck it down there in the corner. And that's 10 seconds. See, it's still got that beautiful look to it. It's still creamy and not fluorescent. This is what we're looking for. So if we go by temperature, I know that's not done. So now we're at 22, so we know we can still go another 10 seconds. That's my other 10 seconds. Again, can you see there? Nothing has split. It's getting wetter. We're at 24. So we can go again, even wetter this time. None of those lumps really in there now. Absolutely perfect. Right, what are we? That's 28, okay? So you could see that once those lumps had disappeared, we just went in 5 seconds, okay? Now that's perfect. So I'm going to pour this now into the see-through bowl so you can see exactly what's happening. Now the reason we do it by hand is the beauty of Connor's is there's no air in it. And it is so silky, and it's ready to use immediately, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you have bad wrists or not that much strength, a little bit like me, you can do this in a mixer. So when the butter had melted, you could just put that straight into the mixer. But then once it just begins to incorporate, you must stop. You're just using it as a tool to just get it together. If you go further, you're going to put that air in and then you're going to ruin the structure of the buttercream. So if you make Connor's and you've done it in the mixer and it looks a little bit split or it looks a little bit aerated, you've left it in just a little bit too long. I would say 30 seconds and that's it with all of the ice and sugar in. Okay, so on the mixer you take it to this stage. You see it's all not completely incorporated. So now what you do is you push down. You see with my spatula there, I'm just pushing it all in. So I'm sticking the icing sugar to it. Turn it over and push. Now we're going to turn it. Right, a really good trick here is swooping backwards and forwards. Through, turn, fold it over, push in if there's more icing sugar, and then swoop backwards and forwards. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see it starting to come together here now. Right, so now we're going to add some vanilla. So I use about a teaspoon. And when people tell you to use a teaspoon of vanilla, please just have tested your vanilla and know everything has a different strength to it, different brands, all very different. So sometimes a teaspoon might be extremely strong, and then other times it just might be really weak and it needs some more. There's no right or wrong. Look at this now. Look, absolutely stunning. The regular method of buttercream, you can whip and whip and whip the butter and it will turn it whiter. So how do you deal with this one? I've got a palette knife here. I've got our new product range. Put some on there. You want the tiniest amount. Swirl that round. Look at that change. Woo! Okay, and that has dropped those colours. And it is just, look, smooth a cake with that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Now I'll get a piping bag and I will pipe that out so you can have a little look. But what am in my piping bag? I'm going to put some of this into here. And you'll be able to see how silky smooth this is. And this is immediate. I've not stopped the camera and ran away or done anything else. This is literally straight to use. Gorgeous. And that is how you make Connor's Buttercream Silk, and I explained a little bit about it. So I hope you really like it. Over the next coming days I will be doing Connor's Buttercream Silk with the chocolate buttercream and with intense colours and everything else you can do with Connor's Buttercream. So hope you've enjoyed this. Let us know what you think about this. Keep that temperature under the 30 degrees centigrade, and I will see you really soon. From me and Jo, wherever she is at this minute, we will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.